Supreme peace, blessings, abundance, oneness to all, everybody, and everybody, anybody get up in here, so, yes, yo, we lit with this one, nigga, I'm feeling the energy for this one, nigga. So we're going to be going deeper into working with frequency, light codes, and light language, cymatics, and energy. And we're going to be highlighting it on a deeper level. Peace, family. We're going to be highlighting it on a deeper level so people can see the actual use and functions and benefits of using these tones and frequencies when it comes to just basic things in general. And these are going to start playing like a bigger role and effect in these higher stages of realities and higher transitions that we go through. Oh, peace, man. Peace, man. Peace, peace, peace. Now, first thing that I want to point out, peace, family, peace, 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 peace. The first thing that I want to point out is I'm gonna get up some different alphabets and some different symbols. I'll bring up the number chart. Peace, family, peace, 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 peace. We're going over alchemy and frequency and light language and light codes today so people can see the power that these carries, when it comes to actually using these in day-to-day reality, how these things will start to shift your reality and whatnot. And as you're transitioning into these higher realms and higher places, these are ways to maneuver and work with energy on a higher level. Now, we're gonna get up a few things, dog. We're gonna get up a few things. And then I'm gonna start. Also want to start. Good. Also want to start speaking in light language and light codes and whatnot, and help people start loosening up, so they can actually start doing it for themselves. Because as this transition starts happening more and more, dropping back into certain frequencies just won't be it on that level. So we giving you higher frequencies to work with, nigga. We giving you higher frequencies to work with. Peace to everybody getting in here, man. Peace to everybody getting in here, man. Peace to everybody getting in here. My bad. I'm just getting up some charts and some stuff that I can use as examples. Nigga, what? Dog. I was trying to go on Amazon, dog. Okay. Bring up 2 more different alphabets. Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. Ooh, we about to cook on this one. Ooh, yo, somebody just get, yo. I love the ancestors, man. I just heard them give me the drop. They said, bring it all up, nigga. Bring it all up. Yeah. Bring it all up, nigga. Bring it all up. Connect the dots for him, dog. One second, because we're bringing up a few different alphabets and whatnot. And because of the way that certain things are structured, I want to show people the connection to this across the board. Waves, frequencies, patterns, cymatics, sacred geometry, how it all ties in across the board on the whole level. Now, Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. So what we're just doing is I'm just bringing up I'm bringing up mad yo, you know how we do, man. We back at it early, nigga. Yo, what's up? Yo, it's crazy that yo, I've clocked here. It's like these out of body experiences and whatnot, and the more I've just developed my soul over these past years since I've got up, because this is like I got up like in 2020. Obviously, it's been a whole continuous life work and whatnot, yeah, but since I've been really focusing these last 4 years and putting in the work, this shit's just changed on a whole different level. Nigga, I'll be getting back up to this realm, just looking at shit. I'm just here like, shit, dog. It's back to the drawing board, dog. What we gonna do today? How we gonna boost the energy today, nigga? So, cause I'm telling this shit over with, man. This shit over with. We're just going back and doing these last little pieces of work for the people and whatnot. So as everybody really starts getting up like that, all the information is already gonna be there, and you'll be able to fast track this shit. And especially on my page, I've been posting all of this dragon shit. All of this dragon shit is in a concentrated place on my page. All of it is in a concentrated place on my page. Now what I want to start doing as well is I'm going to start going into the other types of dragons and whatnot, because I know there's more. Like there's the Draconians and the Draconian Empire. Regardless of what you hear and whatnot, people either aren't actually carrying the blood or the correct information when they're actually talking about dragons and Draconians. We are the first root race, the first physical incarnations, materializations of universal consciousness. This is a whole different level of insight and knowledge and wisdom coming from a cosmic place, man. We're able to tap directly back into source point and get this information and put it together in a way that people is just going to be just fucking mind blown. I'm saying, yo, I'm yet to see somebody try me on this level with this dragon information, that I'm just sitting here looking like, cause you know, nigga. Cause you know, nigga. Cause you know, nigga. Cause you know, nigga. Straight from source point, nigga. Dragon information. And it's crazy to me, yeah, because it's like, it's the way that it's all here as well. Not only is it here in this form and context, I've also been giving out a lot of light codes, doing a lot of genetic upgrades, teaching people about cymatics and whatnot. So when the time comes, you can just download the whole drop and you can just move exactly how you need to move accordingly. Cause this shit going on, nigga. This shit going on. You is not the meat suit, nigga. You is not the meat suit, dog. You is not the meat suit, dog. And a lot of us, we are not able to hold this form much longer, for real, for real. I'm trying to tell niggas confront all they want. You confront all you want, dog. You confront all you want, dog. We know we're coming apart these vessels, man. We know we're coming apart these vessels. That's those of us that are like in that knowing and whatnot. Oh, this shit heavy. This shit heavy. This shit different, nigga. We getting up, nigga. Many shifts and changes going on. So I've got the main ones that I wanted to get. Now, actually, no, I'm going to get one more. I'm going to get an alchemy board. So I want to show people at a base level, all these symbols and whatnot are carrying energy. You are coding your own shit throughout your whole entire life, but the codes that they've given you to code your own shit has kept you at a certain level. So it's like, when it comes to people like really like accessing higher levels of abundance, higher levels of knowledge, and all these different things. What they've given you is like certain codes to program your reality to keep you in a certain bracket. What we're doing is giving you upgraded codes so you can start reprogramming your reality on a higher level, so you can start experiencing liberation, freedom, and abundance, and all these different things on a higher level. All this is energy and frequency. It's knowing how to use and work the energy and frequency. It all goes into cymatics. It's all working and using with universal law. Straight up. And I'ma just be real. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's going through their own shit. Like, not everything's going to apply to everybody. I will always say, go within yourself and take what you can from what this is. Shit, dog, I'm going to need another lighter, dog. I'm going to need another lighter, dog. Because people will make it out like you can't do certain things and whatnot, yeah, if you like. But in actual reality is what you're designed to do. Because some of us really are highly advanced on a whole different level. Like, niggas be like, if you're advancing, you should be able to do shit like fly and all this different type of shit. But like, this level of advancement goes beyond some basic shit like flying. Niggas will, like, real life time, reprogram the reality and take down the illusion and shift the realm before your very eyes. Niggas been doing that type of shit, pulling niggas out their bodies and taking them off realm and all this UFO shit. All of this shit be going on. All of this shit be going on. And it be going on and happens by niggas that be fasting, don't be fasting. Niggas that be eating meat, don't be eating meat. Don't get caught up in none of these programs. Don't get caught up in none of this limiting ass shit. Do what you have to do. And then when it's time for you to tap in, you will see exactly what you need to do. You're creating own mental blockages within yourself. Shit, dog. Shit, dog. Telling niggas this shit be too real. This shit be too real. Especially when you're living this shit. Fracturing the reality and all that different type of shit is very real. Very real. Very real, because remember, everything's energy. The moment you start outputting higher codes into the ethers, is automatically changing and reprogramming the reality. Now, in this case, where niggas are real life primordial entities and primordial beings, but not only are in that knowing, but are able to access that direct frequency, it changes the ball game on a whole different level, for real, for real. So, here we go. We're going to take a look. First, we're going to take a look at this number chart. Now, I'm going to go across these few different charts and whatnot so people can see the base correlation and connection of, yo, these symbols are carrying energy. Peace, family. These symbols are carrying energy. These energies are codes, and you're reprogramming your reality based off all of these different things. Now, give me 1 second. So we're going to flip this over. Let it focus, let it focus, let it focus. So you've got some numbers here. You've got 1, you've got 2, you got 3, you got 4, you got 5, and all these different numbers. But also deep, when you're looking at these numbers are constructed out of symbols. This 1 is just the line. 1 is just the line. 2 is a line and it's got a hook on it. 3, you've got this kind of wave pattern where it's like a frequency going up and down and up and down. Now, if you flip these symbols around, or you move them and you start moving them about, you can start seeing where you would get other numbers, other symbols. Because 11 is just 2 lines. 1 is 1 line. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? 17 is literally just 3 lines. It's a slanted line, a short line at the top, and 1 line here. That's 3 lines. 17, if you look at it and you would bring those pieces closer together, that would actually make a triangle. All this is literally codes carrying different energy. Now, we're going to move from the number board to that what they've called the alphabet. Now, it's the same shit in the motherfucking alphabet. Look at this shit. This M, if you was to flip M on its side, it'll be looking like a 3. A is literally 3 lines, just moved in a different construction and a different order to 17. But this is an A, and that would be 17. But look at this shit. This is also still a motherfucking triangle, nigga. Yo, look, it's still a triangle. So I just wanted to show people at a base level, like, yo, these is moving energy, locking them into certain positions and whatnot as codes which are carrying a frequency. Then you would be writing that code out in a certain organization and structure to lock in a certain amount of energy. This is where niggas get alchemically charged names and shit from. Look at this shit. A B, yeah? Let it refocus. A B is 13. A B is 13. A 3 with a line. A 3, if you put 2 3s together and you bring them together from each side, you'll get an 8. It's the same symbols being used and flipped in all these different ways to form different energies to get different codes. Now, boom. Gonna move over to, this is the Hebrew alphabet, where you've still got the same theme going on. Now, the text and the font might be different, but it's all the same shit, just lines, lines, line, line with the hook. Just different shapes and structures being used to create different energies. Now, I'm going to move on to another one. Boom, we're going to go over to kanji. Look. The same shit. Just using different lines, waves to create certain energy structures, to lock in certain energies. Now, we've went over the number board and the number chart and how one line was 1, 2 lines was 11. But here you can see in this energy they've translated 3 lines, and these 3 lines, actually it's 2 lines. This one's got a little bit of a curl. If you was to break that in half, you would get that as like 4 lines. So with this, you've got the 4 lines, but this is also carrying the energy of what they would call a river, which is crazy to me when I look at it, because I'm also looking at 4 and the 4 corners, the 4 seas. That shit low key. That shit hot. I ain't gonna care. That shit hot. That shit low key hot. I see what y'all niggas did there, cuz that shit low key hot, dog. I'm fucking with that one. I'm fucking with that one. But at a base level, you can see that these are even carrying the same structures, because now I'm looking at this. Even with this, you've got 2 lines here, 2 small lines. You've got like these 2 lines being brought together. Now, if you would go to reconstruct this, you could get a triangle. Now, what's crazy is if I go to the alchemy symbol and we look at the symbol for fire. Oh, it's a triangle. For air, it's a triangle. Look at this shit. All these are, look, And this is what they would call alchemy. Still got this whole theme of using these different lines, these different waves, these zeros, but also remember 0 point. So you can see where a lot of these symbols and whatnot are drawing their energy from. Now, we're going to go over to this. We've got hieroglyphs, where it's the same shit going on. Symbols being used that hold the energy. And with these symbols and codes being used that hold the energy, niggas are not only able to tell stories and read shit from this shit, but they're also able to like download shit from this shit. You can retain the information and reprogram shit based on these codes. Which is what people have been doing. That's the whole point of niggas even going to school and all this shit. But what they're doing in that process is they're not necessarily giving you the highest codes to program your reality. Instead, they're giving you these other codes to reprogram your reality and telling you to structure those codes in a certain way. So what it ends up doing is it ends up enslaving you into the system. Boom. You can look at emojis. If you take a look at these emojis, first of all of these niggas is circles. All of these niggas is circles. And then they've got different lines and curves in them. All of this is carrying energies, carrying codes. And with these codes, you're reprogramming your reality. Now, how is something as simple as emojis reprogramming your reality? Now, I've went over this before and said something as basic as you having a conversation, you being in the awareness of all of this and deciding to program your reality in a certain way by using certain words and going with certain speech choices, using certain emojis and whatnot, is going to program your reality. You are dictating and deciding the outcome of your life and your reality by what codes you are deciding to output and input into your reality. This is why they gave niggas all these different structured words and different structured codes to be repeating constantly over what they will call our lifespan and period, to keep us in a state of lower vibration and in this frequency cage. One second. Cause we lit, man. We lit. Yeah. If people is following along, man, let me know if it's making sense now as we decoding it. Now, you can tell this has a major effect on people, yeah. Because as you start bringing in new codes into the reality and whatnot, yeah, you can tell of people's base reaction that the codes that they've been given and the way that they've been programming their reality is keeping them in an entrapped mind state. They're trapping they've been taught to trap themselves in a certain frequency and lock themselves in a certain frequency by the codes and the structure that they've been given to code their reality. How can you tell this is a thing? Because when you go to bring higher codes, higher energy, higher information towards these people, you can tell that it starts rattling and starts deprogramming and breaking down their old codes, which causes them to react in certain ways. Where some folks may even want to fight your ass, nigga. Some niggas may even want to fight your ass, nigga. Some niggas may even want to fight your ass, nigga. Now, also what they do to people, they give people these codes and these structures and whatnot, yeah. And then they program people to believe that for a long period and time span, yeah, of what you will call your lifespan, To gain any form of abundance, you have to be continuously programming these codes into your reality over a long ass period of time. So they're trying to make it out like, oh, you have to go to uni, and then you have to go all the way through this school process. You go through this school process, you go to college, you go to university and whatnot, and then you go to even people go on to higher education after university, then to go and get a job and be doing all of this and whatnot. So in that time span, you've spent over like 50 something years programming your reality with these certain codes, not even necessarily getting the highest abundance that you could possibly gain out of your life, because the codes they're giving you is only going to give you access to certain shit anyway. Now, how do people know this? You can take a look at average person, yeah, that is very, what would you call it? I want to say it would be indoctrinated. Somebody that's highly indoctrinated, where they only believe like, yo, in this system. That's a prime example of how those codes and the codes they've given people and the programs that they've given people has caused people to trap themselves in lower realities and lower levels of frequency, where a lot of people that tend to be on that level just be looking at it like, okay, they're going to work and do this and then they're going to die. Now, when it comes to the upgraded light codes and the upgraded codes of abundance and energy and whatnot, you're programming immortality into your reality. You're programming higher levels of sovereignty and freedom into your reality, higher levels of unity, higher levels of abundance, more magical things, more energetic things, where you can take a look at it with a lot of these codes and the programs that they be giving you. They be structuring you in a certain way where you're not necessarily tapping back into yourself. You're not necessarily tapping back into nature. You're not necessarily utilizing the full functions of your soul, utilizing the full functions of your mind, where you're not necessarily utilizing the full functions of your energy. And you can tell that this has been going on because you can take a base look at the society we're in now on a base level, where it's like those of us that have been tapping into ourselves and whatnot, remembering, and we're reactivating these codes within ourselves, we're able to see civilizations that are far grander than any of this shit. The reminiscences of our civilizations are still here. So for it to be like this, clearly something changed within the programming code. Clearly at some part the DNA was tampered with, because you can tell it looks like the potential decreased just on a crazy ass level. Like there was a crazy fall in the level of intelligence, the level of peace, the level of unity, the level of love. All these different codes started coming out. All these other codes of the, what would you call it, distortion, negativity, lower vibrations and whatnot started to come in. And you can see that in the literal reality by the way that a lot of people still run off certain programs. Now, as you start to run these higher codes through your system, because remember, everything's happening internally. You got to be doing this shit within yourself for it even to have effect like that outside of yourself. Now, as you're upgrading yourself and you're going through this and you're reprogramming yourself internally with these new programs, you will start to see the changes and shifts in your reality. You will start to see the changes and shifts in your reality on a whole different level, where you will start coming into higher levels of information, where you will start to access whole different levels of new realities that you didn't even think was possible, starting seeing beings that you never thought existed and all this different type of stuff. That goes hand in hand with the programming and the codes that are being run. How can you tell this? If you was just to go up to your average person with the programs and the codes that they've been given you by the systems that they've been through, you speaking anything of higher wisdom, higher intellect, higher knowledge that will contain other life forms would interfere with their programming, and they may necessarily not agree with you that those beings, those energies are even out there. Now, that's because they've been programmed, and they've been programming their internal programming to set it as that, where they've locked themselves into a certain reality where nothing along the lines that doesn't follow with that programming even exists. But you having your experience where you've been programming yourself with higher codes are now able to see that these beings do exist. But what's the difference here? It's the coded programming that's making the difference. It's the DNA codes that's making the difference. One person's running off a different set of codes, and that different set of codes are allowing for a different reality to now open up. Now you can look at it like this. If from a young age, where a lot of this programming was taking place, you was taught higher codes of information, higher codes of light and whatnot, the point you would be at now would be far drastic to that of someone who has been programmed through an indoctrination system full of codes. And you're starting to see it more and more now as these new children come in, as these light babies come in, these crystal babies, these rainbow babies come in, and they're literally coming in straight rip off the bat, full memories, full awareness of everything, moving shit around with their mind and whatnot, dropping universal knowledge and all of this shit that gonna have the parents looking at them like, dog, what the fuck did my kid just say, dog? What did my jit just say, dog? I'm saying it's because the programming, the coding's different, and you can tell it's different. Now, how does this go hand in hand with working and shifting your reality? Now, look at it like this. If you've been only given certain options in life, and you've had to run your life based off those options, you're running off a restricted program where it's like you're now working in the means of that program. With these higher codes, what they're allowing you to do is open your mind, open your heart chakra, elevate your soul, upgrade your genetics, cleanse out your genetics. Is this allowing you now to truly gain sovereignty within yourself, so you can start experiencing the infinite abundance and expansion of the universe, to where you're not just limited to this. You're not just limited to making one way of income. You're not just limited to living one way of life. You're now opening up yourself on a whole different levels that allows you to have a various and a wider range of multiple experiences. But this all goes hand in hand with reprogramming and deprogramming. And you can tell across the board that, like, yo, all of these symbols and whatnot are carrying the same energy. They've just moved the symbols around and restructured them in different ways and whatnot to carry different vibrations depending on what they're trying to do. And that's why when it comes to shit like speaking English and whatnot, do you really think if niggas wasn't speaking English, the reality would look like this? It wouldn't look like this. It wouldn't look like this. It wouldn't look like this, because it changes. Remember, everything's energy. The moment you start putting out higher vibrations, the moment you start putting out higher cymatics, it's shifting the ethers. Naturally, the vibration is going to raise. Naturally, the vibration is going to rise. Which means naturally new shit is going to start coming in. This is where you really have to take a look at the programming for real, because at a base level you can see how the programming has went to fuck the people up on a whole different level. If we're waking up and we can see and we're in the knowing that we was once in a stage and at a point where we was fully in tune with nature, communicating with the animals and whatnot, able to talk with the animals telepathically. We had these mad elaborate cities, mad crystal cities and all these different shit. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened, dog? The codes changed, the programming changed, the energy shifted, the vibration dropped. If we went from walking with lions, gorillas, tigers, alligators, peace family, and now the first thing niggas would do if niggas seen them is run, what happened? The programming changed. It's not that we can't do it. It's just we have to reprogram ourselves back to that stage. Do the shadow work within ourselves to get back to that stage. Reconnect with nature so you can get back to that stage. And if you also pay attention as well, nature operates off vibration and frequency. Nature operates off vibration and frequency. Lions be roaring, birds be tweeting, snakes be slithering and hissing. But what is all of that? It's vibration and frequency. Niggas be hearing them whales let out the tones. The whales be letting out the tones in the ocean. Niggas said, These are tones, these are vibrations. Nature runs off vibration. Now, if nature runs off vibration and we can see with these programs that we've been given, it's actually caused a greater disconnect, and the connection we once had where we was operating in a higher level of frequency and off higher light code programs, we was able to tap in and communicate on that level. Then to get back to that level, we can see which programs need to be removed. Yo, come on, man. Yo, hella high pitch tones, hella high pitch frequencies, hella clicks. Because it's cymatics. Like, peep it is cymatics. Like, where niggas think, yeah, it's like these niggas, like, these animals and shit wouldn't be like as intelligent. Nigga, peep cymatics. Not only that, them niggas are in the water, dog. They're in the water. So it's like cymatics. They be changing the vibration, letting out these tones and clicks and whatnot, which means the literal structure of the water is changing so they can telepathically communicate. Translate whatever the fuck they need to translate, get whatever images they need to get across straight up. It's cymatics. And that's why you see animals clicking a lot. A lot of animals click. Yeah. When it comes to light language, yeah, it's like, it's a soul thing. Just tap in within yourself. Like, not everybody's gonna sound the same, but what you definitely will be able to tell over the time period, yeah, is where this shit comes from. The mother tongue, man. The mother tongue. First person ever to speak was Big Mama. It's the mother tongue, man. All these languages, all these tones, and all these different clicks come from Big Mama. Prime creator, the universe. Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. So when you're hearing all these different beings make these different tones, it's all coming from one place, source, directly from Big Mama. And as you listen, and as you hear like the tones of the universe, you can tell across the whole cosmos, and even in these languages that we're speaking now across the board, that they sound very similar to the primordial tongue. It's not that niggas are trying to sound Japanese or niggas are trying to sound like anime characters or none of that shit. Anime, first of all, means animation. Animation is high vibrational energy, lively, activation. You're up. Now, we are the originators of all and everything. So, where all these shits are coming from anyway is us. So, of course, we're going to sound like that because we are that. We are that. That's what I'm saying, man. All these different tones, for real, for real. I'm gonna start speaking. I'm gonna roll up, nigga. We gonna roll up, nigga, and I'm gonna start speaking. Because it's also a thing as well of like, trust yourself, man. Trust yourself. Breathe and trust yourself, man. Breathe and trust yourself. Because you know how we do, man. You know how we do. And also remember, it's a vibration. It's vibration. What I've learned over the few moments, like as I've been starting to remember myself more and I've started speaking more and whatnot, is it's vibration. It's vibration. Some words and some things you'll be able to hear the English in it naturally. But then other things is like you just have to be like in that state of receiving and being able to flow and feel. Because a lot of it is going to be tones and frequencies and sounds that people would call more nature. But at a base level anyway, everything's nature. Everything nature, dog. This is what I'm saying. No alphabets, just vibration. Just vibration. No alphabets, just vibration. Just tones, just clicks. Now, why this is also important as well is because this connection that we had to the animals wasn't just like, oh yeah, these are the, nah nigga, this shit was like, it was a society, man. It's the universe. Animals aren't just animals, these are beings just taking different forms in different vessels, doing different works, having a different experience. So because of that, they also know and have a say on what goes on in the universe. Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up, dog. Literally, they're just literally, just us in a different form. Now, because of that, when it comes to like actually tapping back in and communicating on that level, what you'll realize is nature will respond a lot more to nature tones and frequencies than English. Because now you move in the vibrations and whatnot off of nature. It's higher vibrational energy that you're using. It's higher levels of codes that you're using. It's like nature is the key, literally. Nature is the key. So trying to work nature in that type of way, using anything inorganic, isn't going to work. Nature is the key. If the soul and the heart is the lock, nature is the key, nigga. If the soul and the heart is the lock, if this body is the lock, nature is the key. I'm telling you, dog. Because also remember as well, when it comes to a lot of these different things, all these different elements and whatnot, minerals and crystals and all these different things, they also come from nature as well. They also come from nature too, nigga. The abundance is in nature. Tell this dog. It's in nature, man. It's in nature, man. Now, what I've also clocked with light language as well, and these light codes, is it is a higher level of love. It is a higher level of love. You can start feeling higher levels of love. Because what you'll also begin to realize as well is there isn't English words to express a lot of this. That is not by mistake. There is not English words to express a lot of this. That is not by mistake. That is so you can return back to your nature. You can tap in back to yourself. So you don't gotta explain shit. So you don't gotta explain nothing, nigga. So you don't gotta explain nothing, nigga. As I said, man, just with that example with the dolphins and the echolocation and whatnot, the same thing applies, because this is all energy, this is all ether. So as you're in the ether and you're pinging off these cymatic vibrations, you're able to also send these codes directly across. Directly across, dog. Directly across, dog. Now, when it comes to speaking, remember, not everybody's gonna sound the same. Not every animal sounds the same. Not every zebra has the same stripes. Not everybody has the same fingerprints. Not every flower looks the same. So don't be caught up in any of that stuff, any of that type of stuff. What you're doing is you're letting the soul and the heart flow. Speaking the language of the heart. So, yo, that shit lit. I'm gonna call it light codes, the language of the heart, nigga. Light codes, nigga, the language of the heart, dog. Light codes, the language of the heart, you know. Some real shit. So, yeah. Now, oh shit, dog. Oh shit, dog. Oh shit, dog. My lighter at, cuz. Where'd it go? When it comes to speaking and using it to shift the vibrational energy, using your intent and focusing on your intent at the same time is going to be very powerful, because now you're giving this energy a concentrated point. And if you know about the universe and whatnot and the black dot, it's the point. So now you are giving all of this energy a concentrated point. So now, as you focus in that energy on that concentrated point and whatnot, you can start materializing it on a greater level, because you're focusing that energy into a concentrated point. You're focusing all your energy into this very specific materialization. I'm trying to look for this lighter, dog. There ain't no way. Yeah. There ain't no way, dog. There ain't no way. Here we go. Here we go. So as you're speaking, what you're doing, as you're speaking with intent, what you're doing is you're focusing all this energy into this concentrated point. Now with this, what you're doing is you're amplifying your manifestations, you're amplifying your materializations on a higher level, using higher energies, literally shifting the ethers, using those higher energy codes to shift the ethers and lock the energy in on a greater level. So Reluita romangi arbaisatui. Gila artamugale fuzu urbais. Gisa sinagizirregesi. Ita suyarana gigiola rotagana ishato. Mitoro Dion. Now, when it comes to speaking like that, with that level of energy, naturally, because it's carrying such a powerful vibration, is going to start shifting things in your reality. It's going to start shifting things around you at a base level. Now, if you clocked, a lot of it is frequencies that people of this era and of this age, may not necessarily be used to hearing like that. But these are ancient tones coming in and coming through. Very ancient tones, nature sounds, rolls, hisses and clicks. Now, if you think of when a key locks in or you're unlocking a door and it clicks, it makes a click. When you're locking in certain things, it makes a click. Now, this is why when we be speaking, especially when it comes to draconians and dragons and dragon tongue, we be speaking with a lot of rolls, hisses and clicks. The way that the tones are laid out, it's almost like it's coming in and it's building and building up and building up and locking in the information. Like perfectly structured sacred geometry, locking into the ethers and locking in the energy. Now that's why you'll start to hear a lot of the untuk gaalor itu gaaler raisalos mi getarmulegales mi serriteloi yung. Now, you can tell the difference in me speaking like that and me speaking like this. This is how you start to see where it starts to break the light lock on certain things. The programs are being removed and we're re-uploading higher programs into the reality. Where it gets even crazy on a level like this because niggas ain't even actually using their real motherfucking voices. Niggas ain't even using their real motherfucking voices. Now, remember nature. Nature responds to nature tones. A lot of these are nature tones. Nature always recognizes. So as nature recognizes these tones and these codes being given out, naturally, the structure of the reality starts changing. Naturally. It's like a hive mind type shit. It's like a hive mind type shit. It's like a hive mind type shit. Yara utugirubero sate. Yarisa tugayonari. Misno. Giteyaya. Yeah. You should be lit. I ain't gonna cat dog. It should be lit, dog. Yeah. Now, if you start scaling this shit, because you know how we did. Yo, I'm just, more and more drops start hitting me, and I'm just here like, if we scale this shit now, niggas now coming on a 22 master builder, legacy builder knock. So, and that's also the close of Libra. Libra being the scales and the balance. Now, you know how we like to do when we working with the balance, nigga. We working with the scales, nigga. We showing it perfect balance, nigga. Dragon human, nigga. Fuck you, me. We going up, down, nigga. We in this meat, nigga. Now, as we scaling this, you would see at a base level, because the frequency is so powerful, as we're talking like this, you might be able to hear somebody's conversation as they're walking past and whatnot. You might be able to hear the conversation of somebody like right next to you and whatnot. But when we're speaking like this, nigga, that the whole world gonna hear that shit. Nigga, the whole world is gonna hear that shit. Yo, the whole world's gonna hear that shit. When niggas really start speaking for real, the whole world gonna hear that shit, dog. Now, can you also see how we would have naturally been also in sync on a greater level if our frequency can also travel like that and carries that level of energy and power? Niggas would literally hear, not even hear, but feel the vibrational shift in the ether. But peep game, animals also be knowing when to move from certain areas because of the vibrational shift in the ethers. These niggas be coming up from underground when the earthquake's coming. These niggas be flying out a little further when the tsunamis start coming. But also through this, you'll be able to see the nature tones, the nature tones, but also the technology. We call it bioorganic technologies or some shit like that. It's a bioorganic technology that the first AIs, the first intelligence, because we ain't artificial, nigga. The first actual intelligence, the first AIs, because we not artificial, nigga. Ya lo rotomo agreta aloisise. Ya rujiritego. Straight frequency to the pussy clock. Don't nigga, fuck you me, dog. When you start speaking like that, you can hear the tones and the frequency. That's not, oh, hello, good evening, good sir, nigga. That's straight swing. Straight swing. Straight swing, nigga. Straight swing, nigga. Now, what does this also provide? Nigga, it cuts out the bullshit clean off the motherfucking gaff. All the confusion, zoom. Just like that. Shoom. Just like that. All the confusion, shoom. Just like that. Remember, everything is nature. Everything's nature. Now, you can tell how nature responds off certain nature tones. How animals be communicating with each other through nature tones. We got all the tones, nigga. We got all the tones, nigga. We got all the tones, nigga. All the tones, nigga. Different tones, activating different things, different parts and whatnot. Now, deep it. Music. Everything is music. The universal song of dance, liberation, and freedom, which is the song that we're all singing right now. Across the whole universe, across the whole cosmos. The one song, the one core. Now, because of this, everything is aligning perfectly. It's aligning perfectly, going hand in hand because of the tones and the codes that are being emitted, these high vibrational tones and codes that are being emitted. Now, because of this, what it's allowing for is confusion to be cleared up on a whole different level. A greater remembrance, but also it's allowing for high vibrational energies to actually start coming into the ethers again and start shifting their reality. So it looks a lot more appealing to the people, to help ease the subconscious mind, to take people out this warm mind state and mind frame. Rainbow clouds, niggas, rainbow clouds, dog. Rainbow clouds, dog. Rainbow clouds, dog. Rainbow clouds. Yeah. Yeah. That shit be hitting, nigga. These shit be hitting, nigga. All day be hitting. The Great Symphony, dog. The Great Symphony, dog. Yeah. Nah. We lit with it, man. We lit with it, man. Programming the reality in higher levels. Now, also, when it comes to this, going into the alchemy and whatnot, and looking at these symbols, once you start learning the energies of these symbols and whatnot, now, even when you're writing out certain things, you can start writing out codes. So even on what they will call a 2D level, you're further solidifying the energy on a whole different level. Working across the board on a whole different level, man. Working across the plane on a whole different level. Because when it comes to magic, you know, I was about to say magic and alchemy and whatnot. When I took a look at what magic and alchemy was being used, I'm looking at like, dog, y'all niggas going crazy with this shit, dog. So let's go crazy with this shit, dog. We lit, nigga. We had to call in the big guns. Yeah. We had to call in the big guns. You know what I mean? Yeah. We had to call in the motherfucking big guns, lads. Yeah, we had to call in the big guns. Bring Acnologia! Yeah! Showtime, niggas. Showtime, niggas. Showtime, niggas. Showtime, niggas. So, but you see what happens? So I'll be saying, when I be tapping in, yeah, it's like, because I'm so used to channeling now, it's like I can just tap in and out, man. So it's like sometimes I'll literally just be off, just do my thing, dog, do my thing, man. Rise, primordials. So. Now, when you're reprogramming your reality and whatnot, you can start using the energy behind the codes to start reprogramming it across the board on a whole different level. Trust and believe, nigga. We don't care about this social media shit. It just allows us to do the work and solidify it in a way across the whole board on a whole different level. So now it's not only just in the ethers, it's in these little black box technologies they want to call phones and whatnot, these portal devices, which then allows us to send the energy through all these different portals across the realm to make sure that, like, yo, we're reaching as much people as we possibly can as we're doing this shit. Now, when it comes to writing down shit on a 2D level, what you're doing is you're solidifying it on a 2D plane, and you're using these alchemical structures and symbols to start rebuilding your reality on a greater level. This is what I was trying to show people when I was doing these alchemy abundance cards, where what you're doing is you're solidifying it, all this energy, bringing it in, and you're concentrating it onto this 2D level. You've locked it in on the 2D plane. Then you're using fire, plasma energy, raising the vibration back up and releasing it into the ethers again. Sure. Yeah. You feel me? You feel me? Because this is how we also see that the power lies in the people. The power lies in the people for real, because what they've done at a base level with this fiat paper currency they call money is they've literally given people a piece of paper, called it money, made these rules and regulations around it, and then through the people's energy and us giving our energy to that, we've then created we've created and allowed their structure and concept of money to do what it did over the people for that period of time. But now that we're waking up and whatnot, and we're returning back to our old ways and whatnot, as you can see, all these banks are closing down, their fiat currencies collapsing and whatnot, and we're getting back to us. We're getting back to using our alchemy and energy to shift the ethers in the way that we need to do it. We're getting ready to rebuild and reconnect back within ourselves so we can start creating these realities on higher levels, man. This ain't our first rodeo, niggas. This ain't our first rodeo, but we did it again, dog. We did it again. We did it again, nigga. Shit. We did it again, nigga. Shit. We lit. We lit, dog. We lit. We lit, man. We lit. Fuck that. Far beyond, man. Far beyond. Far beyond, man. Far beyond. Far beyond. Niggas is gonna tell by the look in the eyes. Niggas is gonna tell by the look in the eyes. What we dealing with over here, nigga? They gonna tell by the look in the eyes. They gonna say shit, dog. Shit, dog. Shit. Shit, dog. So, supreme peace, blessings, and abundance, and the biggest of love going out to everybody for real, man. The biggest of love from my heart space going out to everybody, man. I just want to sprinkle gold upon the whole thing, you see it? So just pure sparkles, man, of just the most royal divine colours for real, man. Supreme gratitude, blessings, and abundance to everybody, man. Everybody matters, everybody's important, everybody plays their role, everybody plays their part, you feel me? So, we up, man. We up, man. Supreme peace to everybody. We out.